Hi, everybody, and welcome back. We're always so glad to have you with us. It's Tuesday, the 20th day of August, and it's been an awfully nice day out there today. Sure, heat and humidity levels have increased just a bit, but we're still well above where we should be. That won't be the case in a few days. A quick synopsis of your forecast has us with partly sunny skies and a chance of showers and thunderstorms tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday. We'll talk more about that in detail. After that, the weekend looks to be clear sailing, sunny skies, temperatures rebounding up to where they should be, and in fact, we could get well up into the upper 80s by this time next week. Summer may have taken a break, but it's not taken a bow. We'll talk about your forecast in more detail. Other than that, and calendar announcements, two main topics of discussion tonight. Where's Chuck? Well, in a follow-up to last night's report, which I so hope you enjoyed as much as I did putting it together for you, we'll see where Chuck Lewis is tonight as the sergeant makes his way across the United States. And then after tonight, we'll check in periodically and see how he's doing and where his trek has led him for the day. And it's time to talk Community Day. I'm going to squeeze in as much coverage as possible, which means I'm not going to be talking about a whole lot else. So without further ado, a word from some of our sponsors. We'll come back and see where Chuck is after these messages.
The Home Furniture Blowout Labor Day Sale is going on now through September 3rd. Don't miss these discounts. Free mattress set with any in-stock bedroom group. Free soundbar home theater with TV purchase. Receive 20% off any in-stock TV stand. Special financing up to 12 months with 0% interest. Receive a discount equal to your sales tax. And our mix and match bedroom and living room pieces have been discounted at blowout prices. Don't miss the Labor Day Sale at Home Furniture at the Highlands Plaza in Prestonsburg.
It's the summer that keeps on giving at Dairy Queen. From the incredible new S'mores Blizzard Shake and new latte treats, the new lemon meringue, all of which you can still get, to the new Triple Berry Brownie Blizzard, which is not what you're thinking unless you're thinking of the unmistakable taste of chocolate, brownies, and decadent flavor of strawberry, raspberry, and blackberries all mixed in our creamy vanilla soft serve, all of which are perfect next to any of our big grill burgers. And don't forget, we've still got the $5 lunch at your Sayersville DQ. Come in and explore all the summer fashions and styles at Fraser's Prater Drug Seasonal Shop in downtown Sayersville, where now you can come in and order from our acrylic cutout, monogram, and nameplate collection in cool acrylic colors or in sterling silver or gold or rose gold vermeil. Now especially at Fraser's Prater Drug Seasonal Shop in Sayersville.
Hi, I'm Don McFarland. I am an attorney in Sayersville, Kentucky, and I'm here to serve you and meet your legal needs. If you have been injured on the job, if you are interested in receiving your disability or your SSI benefits, if someone's negligence has caused you trouble, basically, if you have been in a car wreck and you've suffered pain, then pick up the phone and call Donald Wayne, 349-9000.
It was one of those stories that I truly wish I could have the likes of each and every day here on the program, and one that I got to spend a great deal of time covering and then showing for you last night. Chuck Lewis, a retired sergeant with the United States Marine Corps as he made his way through Sayersville, has indeed moved on, and if you want to go on the internet and his website, walkingforthefallen.com, well, you and I can find out just how far Chuck has made it out of Sayersville in the last 24 hours. The Rowan, Montana native trekked first to the west on over to Washington State to the coast and then started heading east, and he made his way through Sayersville this week on his way to North Carolina. And it's thereafter that he'll be making his way to the Veterans Monument in Washington, D.C., 3,300 miles altogether, for several reasons that he outlined to us in this exclusive interview that we conducted yesterday before he departed us to move on for the remaining leg of his trip, one that he suspects will take about another month and a half or so, depending on whether or not as many folks in his future spend as much time with him as we did on yesterday.
I guess maybe I should summarize why I'm out here, and of course one of the first reasons is suicide. You know, maybe I could, if I can save one life, I think the walk is worth it. But part of it has to do with patriotism. One of the things that I try to do is go around and give presentations on our flag, on our veterans, on honor guards, on our country, and I find that there are some schools in our country that won't allow me into their schools.
But that
particularly wasn't the case, obviously, here in McGoffin County, as I showed you yesterday, as he jumped on a special invitation to come down to North McGoffin Elementary. He got to visit with Miss Cindy Collins, his 5th grade class, before he set out back on his journey, one that will take him across our nation. The suicide rates, he says, for military personnel since 2005 has been the most deciding inspiration to lead him across the country, realizing that we've lost more active duty members to suicide than we have combat in the past 8 years. That, he says, patriotism and a little bit of guilt, he says, that he feels on behalf of his entire generation for a lot of problems that the younger generation today seems to be facing. Nevertheless, he was a delight to talk to, and nevertheless, as soon as we got done talking to him on yesterday, he made his way to Prestonsburg. And I couldn't dare air such an important story without reminding you, as I did yesterday, that you can donate to the cause. As I outlined yesterday, he plans on donating all the monies that he collects from each of the 15 states back to those states. And you can go to his website at walkingforthefallen.com. It's as simple as a mouse click away to donate. You can also check him out on Facebook at walkingforthefallen-USA. He's still right around the $30,000 mark in high hopes of having around $50,000, which is going to be a lot to overcome in such a short time left on his trek by the time he reaches Washington, D.C. If you would like to help, you can go, of course, to the website and donate and help support. And you can also track him there. As I mentioned on last night's program, you go to the top of the menu bar there, and there is a tab called Track. Click on it, and you can see here his trip as he started this morning from Prestonsburg and made his way on up 23 towards Jenkins. Can you imagine walking through the Jenkins area and across the state line? And if you click on the last little footprint in the line, it gives you an exact time and date. As a matter of fact, today at 2:51 and 38 seconds this afternoon, he was, as you can see, right just past the community of Harold. And this was just a few hours ago, so I suspect he's made some new friends there, and hopefully they're treating him just as a great deal of his new friends here did while he was in Sagersville. WalkingForTheFallen.com. We'll be tracking Chuck. We'll check in every few days and see where he is, wishing him a very safe journey. As for myself, I'll be right back.
It's an emergency excess sell-off at Hunt Chevrolet in Paintsville, Kentucky.
I've marked every vehicle up to $12,000 off, just like this 2013 GMC Yukon was $50,000, now $37,950. Or this 2013 Chevy Silverado was $40,000, now $27,980. An all sales decision within 15 minutes or less, or we'll give you the vehicle.
It's an emergency excess sell-off. Isn't it time to buy Hutch?
Sagersville Nursing and Rehabilitation Center is proud to announce the newest members of our family, Administrator Lane Jones and our full-time chaplain Mark Campbell and volunteer Richard Green, new faces with the same sincere desire as these, to assist you and your family with short-term rehabilitation solutions or long-term nursing care needs, close to home and those that you love. Sagersville Nursing and Rehabilitation.
At the end of every race, Mark Martin hangs up his driving gloves. He hangs up his fire suit. And he hangs up his helmet. Which is why he picks up his phone and opens the ER Extra app. The app shows ER Extra wait times, locations, and more. It's the one safeguard Mark Martin is never without. ER Extra at Paul B. Hall Regional Medical Center. Extra fast, extra easy, extra great.
Faster, friendlier, family-owned Parkway Pharmacy, open 8:30 till 6:30 Monday through Friday in the new McGoffin Medical Plaza under the care of local pharmacist Jesse Rudd. To make Parkway Pharmacy your pharmacy, come by or give us a call at 349-4400. There may never be a better time to buy because the summer sales event rolls on at Conley's, Kawasaki, and Polaris of Paintsville. Interest rates on new Polaris as low as 2.99% and rebates up to $1,000 and 0% financing on select new Kawasaki's and all the accessories to go with them at Conley's, Kawasaki, and Polaris of Paintsville, the place to ride.
As I said earlier, I'm going to spend as much time on Community Day coverage as I can, and we'll get to that in just a second. But first, a few important announcements on tonight's calendar brought to you by McGoffin Farm Bureau.
The Big Sandy Area Development District is reminding everyone that volunteer ombudsmen are greatly needed. They are advocates for residents of our nursing homes, personal care homes, and family care homes as well. If
If you would like to learn more, call 886-2374, or they have a toll-free number on the bottom of your screen. You can also go to jill.delong@bigsandy.org. Tomorrow is the monthly meeting of the Substance Abuse Free Environment here in McGoffin County, the SAFE Coalition for short. The meeting is at noon at the McGoffin County Health Department. Also, Mash Fork, big difference, Route 2020 will be closed at the 1.9 mile marker tomorrow for scheduled work to be done on the roadway. They'll begin maintenance tomorrow after the buses run, and then they'll allow buses to come back through, but all other through traffic will be closed to this area. There is no marked detour. You know your way around. Just make other plans, as they'll be doing some maintenance on the road at that particular location. And Baby and Little Miss and Master sign-ups for the upcoming Founders Day pageants are this Friday 4 to 6, Saturday 10 to 1, Monday of next week 4 to 6. For more information, you can call the McGoffin County Historical Society at 349-1607. And that's also, per my knowledge, where you can register or sign up as well at the McGoffin County Historical Society. Foothills Cares, they've got another one. We just had a ball with the last one. They've got another annual trail ride the Sunday of Labor Day on September the 1st. Same fun drill as last time. They'll register, even though I've got registration spelled wrong. They'll register at South McGoffin Elementary at 9 that morning. It's $20 per machine. Bring yourself, bring you some lunch, and be prepared to have a really nice ride. All proceeds benefiting the needs in our communities and helping to brighten a child's life one trail ride at a time. A benefit to be held in honor of Mason Gamble, who was seriously injured while working on the Bloomington Mountaineer Volunteer Fire Department. The fire department itself has organized an auction, cake auction, dinner, and singing, a benefit on September the 8th to help pay for a great deal of medical costs that he incurred per his injuries. You can help support them by calling 349-5493 or 349-4457. And that's it for tonight's calendar. We'll have more announcements and reminders on tomorrow's edition of our community calendar. For now, tonight's local obituaries. The McGoffin County Funeral Home has forwarded us complete arrangements that have been made tonight in honor of 73-year-old Zelma Ward Jenkins of Improvement Road, who passed away on yesterday's date. She's survived by her husband, J.D., and daughter, Tina Lynn Webb. Visitation begins tomorrow evening after 6. It will continue all day on Thursday of this week and until services, which start Friday afternoon at 1, all of which from the McGoffin County Funeral Home. Burial will follow thereafter at the Trumbo-Reisner Cemetery.
Before you call anyone else, call Asphalt Paving Company, APC, for a list of local and area paving jobs that they've done and still look great after 15 or 20 years, and for an estimate on your blacktopping project. Driveways, parking lots, residential or commercial. APC has a 10-year guarantee, decades of experience, and a reputation for using the best materials to pave, resurface, seal, or stripe your property. APC, 859-983-6433.
At work, there's nothing better than having your Appalachian Wireless smartphone with you. But you can't work all the time, and there are some places smartphones just weren't meant to go. So get yourself a second phone for when you want to play a little rough. The Sonom XP3400 is the toughest phone you can find. Rock-solid performance, a Gorilla Glass screen, GPS, it even goes underwater. Best of all, you can add a Sonom for as low as $15 a month. Better service, bigger savings. That's today's Appalachian Wireless.
Bailey's Furniture has done it again. This beautiful queen-size sleigh bed, media center, and matching chest are only $295 each, whether you buy one or buy them all. And you can save $400 and get a second nightstand with this gorgeous Von Bassett group. Lazy Boy rocker recliners start at $295, and Catnapper lift chairs start at $689 at Bailey's Furniture and GE Appliance Center.
The Home Furniture Blowout Labor Day Sale is going on now through September 3rd. Don't miss these discounts. Free mattress set with any in-stock bedroom group. Free soundbar home theater with TV purchase. Receive 20% off any in-stock TV stand. Special financing up to 12 months with 0% interest. Receive a discount equal to your sales tax. And our mix and match bedroom and living room pieces have been discounted at blowout prices. Don't miss the Labor Day Sale at Home Furniture at the Highlands Plaza in Prestonsburg.
Check out our daily specials that get even better after 4 p.m. only at your Sagersville Lee's Famous Recipe. Wednesday's special is a 3-piece dinner with 2 homemade sides and a biscuit, $5.99 for a breast, thigh, and a leg, or $4.99 for a leg, thigh, and a wing, and you can take $1 off of both after 4 p.m. only at your Sagersville Lee's.
The 10th Annual McGoffin County Community Day Festival and Celebration was a whopping success, with a great deal of that thanks going to you for supporting our local nonprofit agencies and organizations which were there to try to raise money for their respective causes. How much of a success? Well, I don't know yet. I called the bank. They're still working on it. A lot of numbers to crunch. They're going to get us some information very, very soon. We suspect it's going to be a wonderful, wonderful year for everyone who participated. But for the rest of the show, let's tune in, go back, and take in a little entertainment and some other fun things from Community Day 2013.
With national headlining acts, longtime favorites, and up-and-coming stars, Community Day was bound to be another entertainment success, and indeed it was. Hard to believe you can get all this entertainment for just $10. Performances from the likes of Hidden Steel and Turning Ground just drive home the fact that these talented individuals will be entertaining generations of people for a long time to come. Now, 2 things. One very heartbreaking thing that I have to admit at this time. One of my many goals was to make sure we got a little bit from every single act. I had a little bit of an emergency and left right as our friends and longtime favorites Black Powder Express were taken to the stage. And just as I returned, Toddy was carrying his instruments and everyone else off the stage. They've been on the show before. We'll have them again, and it's with a great deal of apologies that I don't have them tonight, while we do have the rest of the entertainers. With that said, my videographer also went around and did all these wonderful interviews with the microphone off. And that was just heartbreaking, and we'll leave it at that. Nevertheless, things like that happen from time to time. We know that all these individuals, with a smile on their face, did have a wonderful time, as did everyone who came down to the 10th Annual McGoffin County Community Day. The crowd was big and steady all day. The food was aplenty with fried fish, deep-fried peaches, Oreos, taco salads, about anything and everything you could imagine. And, of course, there was always something to see.
Last words, my friend, before you get the tank.
Please. warm water.
Somebody was making a remark a few minutes ago about you, Scotty, about how much fun you seem to be having down here.
Well, it's a lot of fun, you know, to see all the people and have them have fun and just everything and get the money for the charities and so forth. Just a great thing.
Well, have you reflected any on what it was like 10 years ago when you and I were sitting here and this thing just kind of started, and how far it's come?
I have, and tonight when we honor Jimmy Phillips, we'll talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, I thought that was a very nice thing you're going to be doing.
He was one of the people that really kind of helped push it over the top. So I hope everybody listens to that because it's a really fine story.
Have y'all given? I hate to ask this because I know how hard everybody's been working just for today, but are we looking down the road for another 10, or any thoughts of the future, or we're just going to keep on trucking?
Well, it says 10 years and counting, and so we'll keep counting as long as the people keep coming.
Not only was he the man behind the scenes and primary benefactor of the Community Foundation, he's also willing to take a dunk every year. This year at the hands of Mickey of the Sayersville National Bank. But Scotty always gets his due, and he always gets a chance to return the favor. And appears as though he's been practicing a little bit in the off-season. Community Day, indeed, has been a staple of McGoffin County. It has set the stage for other communities across our nation who are trying to duplicate such an amazingly successful event to help their local and relatively small, in a lot of occasions, nonprofit organizations. But they're never going to match the success of ours. I just do not believe.
Swing my honey to the sugarfoot rag. Walk right up and stomp on the floor. Swing up the middle with the shoe fly for. 1 foot, 2 foot, slew foot drag. Swing your honey to the sugarfoot rag. Wiggle like a jig and sing it inside and listen to us play the sugarfoot rag.
But as Scotty B referred to a few moments ago, there was a time designated throughout the day to stop and go back and pay honor and tribute to a man whose artistic flair and talents have enriched all of our lives, and to another who was a big driving force, not just behind Community Day, but another great organization throughout this county of McGoffin, and also a wonderful family who was representing him on stage Saturday.
And in no way do we want to belittle their efforts with what we're going to do tonight. But I do want to tell you a story about our beginning for Community Day and one person's singular effort in making it happen. It all began in late 2003 when several representatives of the local nonprofits met with Donna and me in the bank board meeting. We were discussing what could be done to help the local nonprofits raise money for their charity efforts. All kinds of opportunities were brought up, but none of them seemed to resonate with the group. Until someone said, why not have a day in the park just like the 100-year celebration that the bank had last year? And then someone said, only if we have the money machine, which was a big hit then. From this apparent enthusiasm, the mood in the room turned to be calm. Then there was some quiet reflection on the part of many of the nonprofits. How could we take on such a major effort? What would a day in the park do to our money raising, because we've already got established money raising efforts? Would this break into it? Clearly there were a lot of concerns for the many nonprofits there. As we sat there, the room was quiet, each one with their own thoughts. And then I heard a voice say, come on everyone, this is a chance for all of us to work for the betterment of McGoffin County. Sure, there's a lot of details, but let's not let this opportunity slip us by.
That voice of reason and inspiration that Scotty B was referring to came from none other than our Jimmy Phillips. His passion for his fire department and community at that time that he was speaking in front of that group overshadowed at the time the cancer that he already had that would claim his life just before the first ever community day a few months later. Just as Scotty B can recall that community foundation meeting, I can recall Jimmy and a fellow friend of his coming over to my house looking for public support, and they saw a real need to start a fire department, and it would soon grow to be the North McGoffin Fire Department as we know it today, his efforts and dedication being an integral part of both organizations, and that same inspiration and love seen throughout his family, which was recognized on stage, his wife, daughters, and grandson, each of which received a $500 scholarship for college now and college a little on down the road. And keeping with the spirit of honoring those who have made significant contributions to their community, the foundation paid honor to local artist and teacher Tom Whitaker, who has a print of at least one of his works, I dare say, hanging in nearly, if not all, McGoffin County homes, and who knows how many places around the world.
Mom, our lives have been enriched by you, doing your own thing, your way. Every time we look at one of your paintings, we will see a part of us in them. And when we hear someone say, Beck, or one of these other terms, it will remind us of our heritage. You so ably captured in art, music, and word. Mom, we thank you for being you.
And I thank every one of you. That'll work definitely. And I thank every one of you. If it wasn't for you all, I couldn't do what I do.
And from there on, as the night began to fall, the entertainment only began to pick up even more. Always a popular performer, and back again this year, Mountain Heart, major headlining acts, and some major up-and-coming stars and longtime favorites all combined to make this McGoffin County Community Day another fan favorite. Like I said, we're still waiting on numbers and tabulations from the Syersville National Bank, but with your help, there is no doubt that a lot of local nonprofit organizations will have a much more successful and fruitful and prosperous year because of all that was done in their honor and because of all the hard work they did raising, raffling, and cooking, and who knows what else to make a dollar for Community Day. And as popular and accomplished as all these acts were, there's always one that never fails to steal the show. None other than our own Dixie Bridge Band, playing next to their namesake and playing right into the apex of the evening, you could say. It was time to find out who was going to win a car.
And it's funny how the night moves, and you just don't seem to have as much to lose. Funny how the night moves. Let's hear it for the drum, you! Thank you. Thank you very much. And all closing in. like the rules.
All right. That just about says it all. I've been doing this show almost 15 years, believe it or not. And if I gave you that long to come up with another event, such as our own Montgomery County Community Day, where so many people work so hard to help our local nonprofit organizations, where people could go and pay $10 for a day full of major entertainment and win a car, you still couldn't come up with another one, could you? David Howard. That's not him. He's not old enough to drive. He's the bearer of the ticket. David Howard won the car, 2007 Ford Taurus, and he then became the happiest person of the day. For now, that's all we've got on Community Day 2013, but we undoubtedly have more to come. And with that said, now it's time for the very short and sweet of your Licking Valley RECC forecast. This has been the pattern throughout much of the afternoon. Some scattered showers and a few thunderstorms staying well out of our area, and I have no complaints about that. They just haven't been able to muster up enough energy to work their way into eastern Kentucky. So look for a continuing partly cloudy evening tonight, a low of 66. I don't think we're going to see any of these showers maybe until tomorrow. But when tomorrow comes, that'll be our best shot of some showers. We're going to see partly sunny skies tomorrow and temps right around the 80-degree mark. But we've got a trend starting tomorrow. It runs Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, where we'll have a chance of showers and thunderstorms each and every day across the board. They will be scattered, and they will be accompanied by temperatures 80 tomorrow, 83 Thursday, and around the same on your Friday. Thereafter, we see 82 on Saturday, then the mid and upper 80s, possibly thereafter, as summer continues to make another run at us. For now, that's my time. As always, thank you for being a part of it. And good night.